Oh my God. What is that? Yeah, baby. What do you got on your lips?
Lipstick.
You do that?
Did I do what? The makeup? No, she did it herself.
Are you happy with that?
She did the cheeks.
Alright, I'm gonna go get coffee and a muffin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the first episode of my YouTube channel. Today's episode is the recap of the Noosa Half Marathon. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of my YouTube channel. Today's episode is the recap of the Noosa Half Marathon. I want to begin with the lead up to the Noosa Half Marathon. So for those of you that don't know, I work a fly-in, fly-out job and I've got a young family. So I've got a fiance and a young daughter that's about to turn 5. So juggling the athlete life with the FIFO life and family life becomes pretty tricky after a little while, but you know, consistency, being persistent towards the challenge all plays a massive part in the end result. So out at work, I've got, you know, 2 boys, Zachy and Tylo, that we've become really close mates that keep me accountable, you know, get me through the shit days out there in terms of training and not feeling 100% up to it. Them boys played a huge role in the lead up to this. You know, we were setting some pretty impressive times out around our shift work, which was a week of nights, a week at home, a week of arbos, and a week at home. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's pretty taxing on the body over time. So cheers to them boys. Now, in terms of the race, I'm sure most of you that follow me on TikTok and Instagram have seen that it was a big PB. It was 9 minutes in the end with a time of 1:23:33. So pop that up here for you guys to see. As you can see there, yeah, coming at 3:59 minute Ks, I think it is 3:57, one of them, and that's a massive PR for me. So you know, I had the intentions of, like, if I could stick to a 4-minute K across the board for the 21 kilometers, the distance of the half marathon, I would have been super stoked with that. So it was huge for me. However, the race did not come without its dramas and its battles. 10Ks into the race, things were feeling really good, you know, like I was able to hold 3:53 average from 0 to 10. And you'll see here, as I put it up at the top of the screen, it was a PB 10K, which is 38:48. So that's a huge drop for me. I think it's 2 minutes, 2-minute PB, which over 10 kilometers is quite a lot. And in the start of a race, you know, like that's not even half distance. I'd never imagined doing that in the lead up. So yeah, I may have deviated from the plan a little bit there, but it was, I just thought, fuck it, if it's feeling good, roll with it and let's bring it home strong. So I thought if I run that first 10 hard and I push, but still leave that little bit in the tank, I'd be able to bring it home stronger. And look, to be honest, at the 11 kilometer mark, I started battling with some cramps in my left VMO. So like just in the quad, coming over a little bridge, on one of the strides, I just felt bang and it started to lock up. So I knew I've had cramps with them in the past, both sides actually. I thought, fuck, like I've just got to hold on here and keep pushing through and try and nurse it. But as I changed my stride over time and changed my run technique to try and counteract that cramp coming on, I started to feel a pinch in my right hamstring, which I haven't felt that in my right hamstring before. So sort of working opposites and trying to juggle that. And it really started to catch up on me around that 14-15k mark. Now, my gels, I'd been using my gels throughout the whole race, like caffeine gels, and then the regular 100 milligram gel. I went at the start of the race, between 5 to 8, I was just sort of, taking little bits at a time. And then at 11Ks, I had my second caffeine gel, and then I put one down at 16Ks as well to bring it home. But in the back end of the race, I had 2 little breaks at the aid station just to ensure that I'm actually getting the electrolytes in, because as I was running through the aid stations, I was just grabbing cups, having a quick drink, and then I was pouring the rest of it over me with water and just trying to, man, I was on a fucking mission. So I really had to make sure I got them down. And those 2 rest breaks, I guess you could say, hurt me overall with my time. Potentially could have gone into the 122s, which is something I never would have imagined. I see people get these times of like 120s, 123s, 124s, and I think to myself, fuck, man, like, I'm not a runner. I could only dream of getting those times, and here we are. Like, I set a goal of a sub 127 and to run a 123. So I just remember coming down with, I think it was like 200 to go into the final corner, and everything was locking up, and I just thought, fuck, come on. Like, didn't even realize I already ran half marathon distance because of the gun time and like where you start and finish. Like, I think it ends up being just that little bit more than 21 the half marathon distance. I crossed the line, and I just remember getting this like big wave of emotion come through of just like I looked up and I'm like, fuck, yes, we did it. We beat the goal time. And I looked over at the girls, and you had my fiance Nicole that was there with Zach's wife Kimmy, and they were cheering and yelling out, and I just couldn't control like what was inside. I was hurting, but I was also, there was so much like elation inside. And then I just caught my breath. I turn around and hear Zachy coming across the line, and yeah, what a moment. Like, Zach's first half marathon, and he runs in the 126s. Like, the guy's a weapon. It's having him and Ash to train with out at work, and when we're back at home, is just, it's a secret weapon. So it was an unreal day. Like I said, the race was far from perfect. It was a battle from the halfway mark, and I think that they're the moments inside that make you a better athlete. When that dogfight's on and you can get through it and you can push through it, that's where you find what's really inside you. And I think moving forward, we set the objective of a sub 127 and far exceeded that expectation. So I'm calling it this time next year, sub 120. That's the goal. So I've got a big 12 weeks coming up now as I prep for the Men's Pro High Rocks down in Brisbane. I've got some big expectations there on a personal, and training's about to get fucking dirty. So thank you for tuning into this. And right now I'm just going to go and have some rest. It's been a big few months of training, a lot of volume, and look, for anyone that wants to get out there and hit a half marathon, a marathon, a 10K, whatever it may be, you've just got to be consistent. There's going to be days where you don't feel like doing it. There's going to be days that are really hard. Pick someone that keeps you accountable and really work with them. Use their advice. Like, just get around it, and like, you really can achieve what you set your mind to. This was a big one for me. And I've had some big athlete moments in the past. Like, I've had some ticked off some big accomplishments, but this one for me is just, as I said, I've never seen myself as a runner. So to run a sub 4 minute K half marathon is something that I'll hold on to forever in terms of my athletic career. But we've got a big season ahead, and I'll be documenting it all on this. So thank you for tuning in, and I love you all. Like, the support has been unreal in the lead up. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.